Hello everyone, my name is Karen, welcome back to the channel, and yes, it is kind of a week late, but this is finally the WWE Day One 2022 review. I'm very sorry this is late, so let me give some explanations. Jesse and I have been very busy. Both of us have had work. We watched wrestling really late. I think we finished the wrestling before Day One, like Tuesday. Obviously we already knew the matches, we predicted them and everything, but we watched Tuesday, like all the wrestling beforehand, and watched Day One. We were very behind. We've just been very busy with work and other things. So it hasn't really been very easy for us to get stuff done for watching wrestling. What do you want, Aphrodite? I'm trying to record a video, young lady. Sorry. Also, our water just recently froze, and we kind of have no water right now, so we're going to stay at a hotel tonight so we can shower and everything like that. Some personal stuff, which I talked about a little bit in the Days Gone video, saying some personal stuff happened last night, which kind of just tired me out. I was going to record this video yesterday and just was exhausted. So instead, I decided to record it today, and don't worry, Hitman 3 will be still coming out today and tomorrow. I'm recording that when we get to the hotel and uploading it from the hotel. Probably today and tomorrow. I'm assuming. I don't know if I'm gonna upload tomorrow's video from the hotel or not, or if I'm gonna upload it when I get home, because we're gonna be home around 12 something. So I don't work till 5 tomorrow. So yeah. First match was a tag team match between Sheamus and Ridge Holland and Cesaro and Ricochet. Prediction was Sheamus and Ridge Holland for both of us. It actually ended up just being Sheamus versus Cesaro and Ricochet, as literally like a few minutes in the match, Cesaro and Ricochet were doing a tag, like flip thing, like, you know, Ricochet jumping off of Cesaro's hand, and Ricochet misplaced his leg a little bit and broke Ridge Holland's nose. Now this sucks because Ridge Holland has been, like, this is not his first injury. This is a bad injury for him to get because it's going to take him out for a brief bit of time. And if Ricochet ends up getting a facial injury anytime soon, it means everyone in that tag team match has at some point had a facial injury. Sheamus and Ridge have both broken their nose. And obviously, Cesaro's 2 front teeth got knocked into his gums during a tag team match when him and Sheamus were still D-Bar. Sheamus was in control for majority of the match. Holland eventually got taken backstage to be checked on. Sheamus hit 10 beats to the Bodron. They announced Holland will not be returning to the ring. Cesaro was in control for a bit, hit a big crossbody for a 2 count, swung Sheamus 15 times, got him in the sharpshooter. Sheamus went out, hit white noise on Ricochet, that took him out for the rest of the match. Hit bro kick on Cesaro, and they win 10 out of 10, 1-0 for both me and Jesse. Sucks that Holland was taken out almost immediately, especially after his shoulder injury in NXT. But him and Sheamus got the win, so that's nice. Hopefully he will not be gone very long, and hopefully maybe it'll be like a Sheamus situation where he's still kind of on TV, just not wrestling. Next, we have the Smackdown Tag Team Championship match. We have the Usos versus the New Day. I predicted the Usos to retain, and Jesse predicted the New Day to walk away as the, I think, 11-time. This would have made them 11 or 12-time champions, I think. Pat McAfee just calling COVID a son of a bitch. I love him, even if he did trash talk Michigan on the kickoff show. Bastard. Match starts off great. The Usos and New Day going hard against each other as per usual. Pat apparently caught a pancake the New Day threw into the crowd like 3 years ago. Again, I love Pat McAfee. Hip attack, and McAfee loudly yells ass to face. Have I mentioned I love Pat McAfee? Goes for another one. Kofi catches Jay with a stomp. Jimmy's tagged in. Super kick to Woods. Super kick to the midsection as Jimmy holds Kofi still for Jay. Kingston with a big DDT as he gets caught going for a crossbody. Jimmy and Woods come in. Jay gets hit with a drop kick as he's hung up on the second rope. Side Russian leg sweep followed by a kip up from Woods. Jimmy attacking Woods outside after Jay eats the diving kick through the ropes. Corkscrew cutter off the top rope by Jimmy for a 2 count, which was really cool to see a new move thrown in. 2 count, tag Samoan drop for a 2 count. I think I already said that, but whatever. Crossbody frog splash for a 2 count by Kofi. New Day boom drop sets up for Trouble in Paradise. Gets caught with a beautiful super kick. Uso splash by Jimmy for a 2 count. Chop block to Kofi. Tequila Sunrise. Another chop block set up to Kofi, but Woods saves him. Roll up for a 2 count by Kofi. Goes for another. Hits SOS. 2 count, tag backbreaker for a 2 count. Jimmy and Jay with the double super kick. Tag Uso splash. Woods out of nowhere breaks up the pin just before 3. Like, it was literally like that close, and he broke it up. Breaking down to a hockey fight, Jimmy is thrown outside, catches Woods with a super kick as he leaps over the ropes. Jimmy is tagged in, super kick to Kofi. They hit 3D, or as Pat coined it, the 1D, because they are the ones. Usos win, 2-0 for me, 1-1 for Jesse, 20 out of 10. As always, amazing match between those two teams. Usos retain their titles and get ready for hopefully new challengers in the future. Not that I don't love seeing the Usos versus the New Day. I would just love to see the Usos facing somebody else to retain the championships or to lose the championships. Anything really in the matter. I don't know. Backstage, Kevin Patrick interviews Big E about Brock being out of the match. Says he isn't scared, but he knows it won't be easy. But he plans to walk in and out as WWE champion. If you've seen the show, you know how that goes. So I'm not going to say anything. I'll talk about it when we get to that match. Match number 3, men's singles match. Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. Prediction was McIntyre for both. Apparently, at some point, McIntyre hurt his neck. I don't know if it was during this match, before this match. Most likely, it was during this match. And they wrote him off. But with how they wrote him off afterwards, it seems maybe that he hurt it beforehand. But honestly, really don't know. Lots of back and forth between the two of them. Corbin getting involved, distracting McIntyre for Madcap to take advantage. McIntyre dodges Moss, sending him face first in the turnbuckle. Overhead belly to belly. Another one. Hits a neck breaker. Gets the kip up. Big powerbomb to Madcap for a 2 count. Fallaway slam after catching McIntyre off crossbody. Future shock DDT to Moss for a 2 count. Sit up overhead belly to Moss in the turnbuckle, which I always love those. Headstand to get back up, which could have been where he hurt his neck legitimately. Claymore to Moss, covers him afterwards. McIntyre wins 3-0 for me, 2-1 for Jesse, 10 out of 10. Great match. Glad to see Drew get a big victory, as he's apparently, like I said, supposed to be leaving for a bit to deal with a neck injury, at least from what I've heard. I'd have to look up more to know for sure what's going on with it. Match number 4, we have the Raw Tag Team Championship match. We have RK Bro versus the Street Profits. Predictions, I predicted the Street Profits. Jesse predicted RK Bro. Migos come out with RK Bro for some reason. My mouse is being really weird. It doesn't want to work. Migos come out with RK Bro, Riddle, and Dawkins starting off. Tez comes in, does some push-ups in Riddle's face. Street Profits start doing Orton's taunt. Dawkins almost eats an RKO. Tez comes in and dances to play mind games with Orton. Tez chops Orton's chest and acts like his hand is in a lot of pain. Walks back over, gets hit with the old Greco-Roman thumb poke to the eye. Silencer to Riddle by Dawkins, splash in the corner to Riddle, Orton and Tez going against one another. Double draping DDT to the Street Profits by Orton. Orton sets up with the mat punches, roll up by Tez, hits a massive enziguri afterwards. Riddle is dropped by Dawkins. Pump knee strike to Dawkins, followed by a big PK on the apron. Springboard stop by Tez as he shoves Riddle down to Dawkins. Suicide dive over the post to Riddle and Orton. Pop-up RKO by RK Bro to Tez. RK Bro win, 3-1 from both of us, 20 out of 10. Great fucking match between the two teams. Happy to see RK Bro retain. They celebrate with Migos in the ring post-match. RK Bro and the Street Profits shake hands. And then, they celebrate together, kind of. They taunt together. It was weird. Backstage, McIntyre's trying to find the locker room. He gets interviewed. Corbin and Moss attack him, put a chair on his head, and then slam some trussing down on it, which is their storyline way to write McIntyre off for the time being. Hell of a way to write somebody off. Match number 5 with the men's singles match between Edge and The Miz. Prediction was Edge for both. Miz and Maurice have a 6-year-long entrance. We did not realize why initially, but then we realized it was so they could set up the ramp for Edge's entrance because it was a little bit different. He comes out with the Brood startup again, which is why they took so long with Maurice and Miz's entrance. They had to set up the platform for him to come up out of, as well as the higher and extended ramp for him to walk down. Matt starting off slow. Miz gets him in the R-drag and then taunts like an idiot, which, it's kind of the Miz. That's what he does. Edge taking control until Maurice gets in his face and gives Miz the chance to shove him into the ring post. Sidewalk slam to Miz after a nice reversal. Skull crushing finale's reverse. Kick to the knee. Snap DDT. Miz doing the S-kicks. Miz sends Edge outside the ring. Maurice staring at him as Edge drops Miz. Ref focusing on Maurice. Like, Maurice, you're not going to be... She's sitting there like she's prepared to attack him when the ref is literally looking right fucking at her the whole time. Like, Maurice, you clearly look like you want to attack him. The ref is not going to stop looking at you. It just made her look really fucking stupid the entire... every time she wanted to go attack Edge. It made her look really stupid because she just kind of sat there like staring at Edge for like 10 minutes with a stupid look on her face while the ref's just looking right at her. Edge modifies his DDT off the apron to a prone Miz, back in the ring for 2. Miz slides out under Edge's legs and drops him down face first on the apron, then slams his face in the announce table repeatedly. Miz goes back in the ring after leaving Edge staying on the table. Miz climbs up on the table, preps the skull crushing finale, but it gets countered. Edge drops him on the table with an arm breaker. Edge with a crossbody to Miz for a 2 count, hits the execution, execution countered to the skull crushing finale, countered into a roll up for a 2 count. Figure 4 is avoided for a 2 count on the roll up. Kicks Edge into the post. God damn it. Figure 4 after a chop block. Edge powering out with the crazy eyes. Miz hits him, but it does nothing because Edge has crazy eyes. Edge reverses it. Miz goes for a dirty pin with his legs on the top fucking rope of all places. Crossface is in on Miz. Miz tries to roll it into a pin, but Edge rolls through to keep it in. Maurice puts his foot on the rope, so the ref breaks it up. Simultaneous big boots take both men down. Miz is in control with corner yes kicks, then the chest clothesline. Edge throwing Miz down with an avalanche hip toss. Spear avoided. Miz fakes a hurt knee. Maurice clocks Edge with her purse. Skull crushing finale for a 2 count. Sucks to suck, Michael. Beth Phoenix comes out looking fucking badass like a Viking goddess. She looked awesome. If you've not seen this match specifically, if there's any match I suggest you go watch from this, it is this match for this fucking reason. She came out looking fucking boss. Maurice continues to run away from her as she just horror villain chases her, slowly fucking trotting after her before Maurice, waiting for the bitch to trip on nothing. How all horror movie villains do it. Jason, Freddy, Michael, Leatherface. I was like, there's a 4th one I'm forgetting right now. Miz shit-talking her, turns around into a spear. Edge wins, 20 out of 10. 4-1 predictions for both of us. Yes, give me Beth and Edge versus Miz and Maurice, and they are. Cannot wait for the Grit couple versus the It couple. Match was fantastic. Lots of close calls, and it's awesome to see Beth back as well. Every time Beth Phoenix is on my screen, I'm happy. She's fucking awesome. Also, 2K, please, dear God, give us that attire in 2K22. I know it's not going to be easy to do, but please, that attire looks fucking awesome. If you're going to give us Beth Phoenix, give us that as an alternate attire. I beg of you. And give us Brood Edge. Don't be dicks. Not like 90s, early 2000s Brood Edge. I mean current Brood Edge. It looks awesome. Match number 6, we have the Raw Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. Prediction was Morgan for both myself and Jesse. Liv and Becky going back with back and forth strikes early. Liv with a big strike taking control. Bouncing Becky's head off of the table over and over and over again. Liv goes for a suicide dive, but Becky got to the apron and kicked her in the gut. Manhandle slams reversed. Morgan in control again. Liv with a beautiful submission in on Becky. Gets her foot onto the rope. Becky catches the head scissors. Liv goes for it and slams her into the turnbuckle. Match is seeming a bit awkward, like they don't really know what they're doing, and they're kind of going a lot slower than they really should be. And I don't know if it was because somebody was wrestling hurt or if they just didn't have a lot of time to choreograph this match. I know because of Roman getting COVID so, short notice for the pay-per-view, they had to extend things. They had to add a lot of backstage segments and shit. And, yeah, it looks like this match was a little awkward and stiff for some reason. Not stiff like they were hitting each other for real. Stiff like they just weren't reacting properly and they just didn't know what to do at times, which is weird when you consider it's Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan. Becky controlled, leg drop to Liv, bent over the rope. Beck exploded to Liv for a 1 count. Liv with the wheelbarrow kick to Becky into the turnbuckle. Lots of kicks by Liv, and then a Thez press drop kick from the rope for a 2 count. Liv with a beautiful springboard sunset flip powerbomb for a 2 count. Disarmer is locked in, but Liv gets the rope. Inside cradle on Becky for a 2 count, reversed by Becky for a 1. There we go, my mouse is being a pain in the ass again. Missile drop kick to Lynch. She rolls out of the ring. Suicide dive to Lynch. Liv screams very loudly. Throws Lynch into the ring. Lynch rolls out. Slams Liv's face into the table over and over and over again. Lynch throws Liv out of the ring. Liv stomps on Becky's arm. Pinned between the post and stairs like Becky did to her a couple weeks ago. Kick to Liv by Lynch. Arm breaker off the top rope to Lynch. Rings of Saturn is locked in. Lynch rolls over for a 2 count. Oblivion's avoided. Manhandle slam hit in kind of a shit way. Lynch retains. 4-2 for both. 10 out of 10. Great match, but like, honestly, this title run for me, for Lynch, just, it's kind of boring. Like, think about it this way. Becky Lynch comes back at SummerSlam, everyone loses their minds, and then she beats Bianca Belair in 30 seconds. Killing Bianca's momentum that she's had since Mania. Since she took that fucking title from Sasha Banks at Mania in the main event of night 1, all that momentum's gone because they just had Becky beat her in 30 fucking seconds. Then Flair wanted to drop the title to Belair instead of doing the exchange, and they said no, and they did the awkward exchange with her and Flair, which just turned fucking horrible, which it just looked bad on the company for making them go forward with that when it was a dumb thing to do. I'm not trying to be like Andrade and say, oh, stupid belt exchange. Fuck off, Andrade. Shut the fuck up. You're just saying that because you're a pissy little bitch. No, it was awkward as fuck that the way they did the title exchange at the end of it just looked awkward. And come on, WWE. Liv fucking deserves it at this point. They don't seem to give a fuck. Now, granted, they could be doing a Daniel Bryan thing. I don't think they are, but they could be doing a Daniel Bryan. Oh, make her lose a bunch and have the fans get behind her more. But the thing is, Daniel Bryan wasn't even you guys planning that. It was us making you do it. Do we need to do the same thing again for Liv? We will occupy Raw again, motherfucker. I don't know. I think Liv deserves this title so much. She's fantastic in the ring. She's improved on the mic extensively since she first debuted. And yeah, like, come on. Give her the title. Don't be cowards. Granted, if it happens at the Rumble and or Mania, if she wins the Rumble, I'm all for it. Because, yeah, it does make it look like, you know what I mean? If Becky's like, no, kid, I'm not giving you another fucking match. Fuck you. You suck. And then Liv goes in the Rumble, and because that's kind of what happened with Becky. She was not going to get another shot. Because, no, you don't get another shot. You've had enough. She goes in the Rumble. She wins, and she got her shot, and she won. And, yeah, I think that's what's deserved. Match number 7, the WWE Championship Fatal 5-Way match. We have Big E versus Seth freaking Rollins, because that's his name now. That's legitimately his name on WWE is Seth freaking Rollins. No longer Seth Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins. Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar. Prediction was Owens for both myself and Jesse. Royal Rumble is going to be in St. Louis on Saturday, January the 29th. Originally, it was supposed to be on the 30th from what I heard. I don't know if they changed it because Saturday pay-per-views are fucking awesome. Sorry, Saturday premium live events, because that's not what they're called, are awesome or what? Johnny Knoxville announces he will be in it. It's serious. He's actually legitimately supposed to be in the Rumble, which is, if he wins, I swear to God. No, it is cool, though. I like Johnny Knoxville. It's going to be awesome to see him in there. Lesnar with lots of suplexes. He shakes off everyone trying to attack him off the bat. Owens saves Rollins from the F5. Big E takes him out. Lashley spears Lesnar through the barricade. Lashley starts attacking Owens in the ring. Seth comes in, but he gets dropped. Super kicks to Lashley. Owens and Rollins planning to attack Lesnar. Suicide dive by Rollins. Frog splash off the apron of Lesnar. Owens and Rollins attack Lesnar and Lashley with the stairs. Owens and Rollins clear the announce table off. Lashley avoids Owens and Rollins slamming him through the table, but Big E ends up slamming him through it. More damage to Lesnar with a DDT onto the steps together. Excuse me. Big E plants Seth. Pop-up powerbomb by Owens for a 2 count. Rollins trying for it. Goes for the stomp to Big E. Caught into an F5. 1 to Big E. Stunner is reversed. F5 to him. Turns around into a spear for a 2 count. Hurt Lock is in. Lesnar is saved by Big E. Big ending to Lashley. Lesnar reverses. F5 to E. Lesnar wins. 6 out of 10. 4 and 3 on predictions for both. Great match. Really good action. Lots of big spots. Lots of close finishes. But Lesnar won. Like, I can't stand WWE going back to him as champ so much. It's at the point where I'd rather not watch Raw again because he's champion. Granted, this is the best Brock Lesnar has been. Like, this is the most entertaining he's been to me in, like, 15 years or so. Because when he was with the company in his first run, I loved it. It was awesome. It was different. It was cool. He came back. I mean, 2014-ish, 2015-ish was pretty cool. But then they just keep throwing the title on him, and he leaves for 6 months, and then comes back to do certain pay-per-views, and it's dumb. Pay-per-view as a whole gets 4 stars. Match of the night goes to either of the tag team matches, honestly. Championship matches, I should specify. Both were fantastic. Either or Edge and Miz, they were all great matches. Worst of the night goes to the main event for that ending. Honestly, it's looking like they're setting it up to maybe unify the titles between him and Roman at Mania, which is kind of boring. It's bullshit. If you're going to unify any titles, unify the women and tag titles. Like, seriously. Those are the ones that should be unified. Have the women's title for across both brands and have the tag titles across both brands. Because you do not have a big enough division of either of those because you keep letting people go. But yeah. Let me know what you guys thought about WWE Day 1 2022 down in the comments below. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay golden. Peace.